Good morning. Today's top story focuses on a critical development in United States politics as President Donald Trump faces significant pressure from the Senate over his Iran policy. The United States Senate has recently approved a resolution demanding that Trump cease military actions against Iran or obtain explicit approval from Congress for any future endeavors. Supported by 4 Republican senators, the resolution passed with a narrow margin of 50 to 48 votes. This move, primarily symbolic, reflects increasing congressional resistance against the Iran conflict. This resolution mandates that military operations, except those needed for self-defense or protection against imminent attacks, require congressional consent. The resolution is a stark statement against the ongoing conflict, emphasizing the Senate's disapproval of unilateral military decisions. It is noteworthy that the House of Representatives had greenlighted the proposal earlier this month, showcasing wide bipartisan support. Despite being symbolic, the resolution sends a strong message to Trump, particularly with midterm elections approaching. The Democrats accuse Trump of initiating the conflict without legislative consent, highlighting that under the United States Constitution, only Congress has the authority to declare war. The resolution's timing is crucial as the United States and Iran engage in diplomatic talks, focusing on the technical details of a potential agreement. Critics of the framework deal with Tehran, especially some Republicans, disapprove of the proposed sanctions relief and substantial financial aid for Iran's reconstruction. They argue that these provisions might embolden Iran rather than weaken it. However, the resolution's critics argue that its legal impact is minimal due to the cessation of active combat following the recent ceasefire. The White House insists that Trump's military strategy is still intact, pointing out that the resolution avoided the president's desk and is non-binding. Furthermore, the Senate's approval margin was partially attributed to the absence of several Republican lawmakers during the vote. As the diplomatic dialogue progresses, negotiations are set to release several $billion in previously frozen Iranian assets and permit Iran's oil exports for 60 days, a key economic boost for Tehran. The Democratic minority leader in the Senate, representing the resolution's proponents, emphasized that the measure conveys Congress's stance against what they term a costly, unnecessary, and devastating war. A Democratic colleague in the House who spearheaded the resolution described it as a clear message to the White House that the military conflict has not met its primary objectives and has instead strengthened Iran. Conversely, some Republican voices warn that the resolution could jeopardize delicate negotiations with Iran. The chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee cautioned that the measure might provoke Iran to abandon talks. While the resolution may not alter the immediate United States strategy towards Iran, it highlights growing political friction within the United States over Trump's handling of the situation. Stay tuned to the German perspective for further developments. If this story matters to you, hit subscribe and the bell so you never miss the German perspective. Now tell me, what's your take? Drop it in the comments.